2020 has been an interesting year, filled with tons of ups and downs. And for a lot of high schoolers like me, there were a lot of uncertainties regarding what we're going to be doing moving forward. I mean, are we going to be going to school online or remotely? Are we going to take a gap year? Or are we going to take the risk of getting the and go on campus? What is up, guys? David here, and as you can probably see from the title of this video, I decided to go on campus. Now, I know this video is a little bit overdue, but I just had to make it because I feel like at this point, it is pretty clear that this pandemic will last at least a couple more years, and I feel like it would be a really good idea for me to sort of document what my experience is like in college, as it's obviously going to be different as compared to most people. Now, before you call me selfish for not staying at home, just sort of hear me out, alright? But before I explain why I decided not to do remote or take a gap year, I would like to kindly ask everyone who finds this video somewhat helpful to leave a like, as this will help me defeat the evil YouTube algorithm, which basically means more people would get value from this, as well as subscribing to this channel, as I will be dropping at least one video every single week. And if you're a student like me, you'll definitely find these videos helpful. Now, before I explain why I decided to go to college despite the risk of, getting sick, I just want to be clear that my decision had nothing to do with the parties. And honestly, if you're gonna go to college just for the parties, I feel like you're probably better off just getting a job and just making friends with some people involved in the fraternity. That way you can enjoy the party without, investing $100,000. Now, with that out of the way, when it came to making the decision, there were a lot of personal and emotional reasons that really played a role in going to campus despite getting sick. But I think the main reason is that I just could not afford to have another year of slacking. Let's face it, learning and staying productive at home is difficult. I mean, when school was shut down during March because of most of us were not productive. This is because we were mainly just too comfortable at home. And I feel like those last couple of months really helped me realize how important school really is, and it really made me regret a lot of my actions during high school, which I'll talk about obviously in another video. However, something I did not notice is that the did not actually go away in the summer. In fact, it got worse as winter was approaching, which caused a lot of classes to go on Zoom and WebEx. Which is not really good because similar problems started to come back, especially to me, because now I had to learn how to be productive at home. So I thought I'd share a couple of methods of how to be more productive when you're in online school. So the first thing you guys need to make sure you do is to not sleep in. Yes, you're obviously not demanded to wake up really early, like you would be if you were to go to school, but sleeping in till 12 is just stupid. You're gonna be more tired and you're gonna have a lower attention span, which will make you less motivated. I honestly don't think you should sleep more than 8 hours a day, okay? Especially during a weekday, at least. So the next advice is to not work in your bedroom. I mean, you don't have to leave your place, but working in your bedroom will just cause you to go back to bed and start watching Netflix or YouTube. Let's get real here. You guys probably watch more Netflix than ever during this pandemic because we were all in bed and just being lazy. Now, what you should do instead is to take all your stuff and try to get your work done in another room. This will keep you from getting too comfortable from at home, or at least to the point where you're not going to be slacking. Another advice I would like to give is to make sure you wear normal clothes when you're working. That way, you wouldn't really feel like you're at home, but more so where you're in class, where you're more productive in. Again, the point of this is to avoid making you feel way too comfortable to the point where you decide to slack off and watch Netflix all day. The last advice I would like to give is to turn your phone off when you're studying. In fact, keep your phone on your bed when you're in another room working. When it comes to studying, your phone is just another distraction. Now, before you flood the comments and say stuff like, David, I want to listen to music. David, what if I have a question about an assignment? Well, first of all, I'm assuming that you're gonna be watching some videos about concepts you don't understand on websites like Khan Academy. So why would you be listening to music on your phone? I mean, you have Spotify on your computer, so why would you even bother? That's really not a smart move, guys. And secondly, if you're gonna be asking questions to your friends about homework, why don't you just do it on Discord? I mean, There's a reason why Discord is there. It's mainly to communicate with computer without your phone bothering you. And it's honestly a whole lot more convenient, as you can easily just open that as a tab or open the app. Now, obviously, you may not get a response quickly, but it gets the job done. So those are just a few pieces of advice I would like to give to those who are currently in online school. Feel free to leave any sort of advice for other students in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys next time.